Good morning, student. I Purnima is going to teach you the lesson Reach for the Top. So there are two parts of in this lesson. First is Santosh Yadav and the other is Maria Sharapova. So in this lesson you will come to know about the two person who are very hard worker. They are willing to do anything for their career, and they are one of the most popular personality of our country, though they were born in a ordinary family, but just due to their hard work they have gained their name and fame. So our first children, the person who has reached for the top is Santosh Yadav. So first we will read about Santosh Yadav. First we will read about Santosh Yadav. So the first person with whom in part one, Santosh Yadav, she was born in 1969 in an Indian mountaineer, and she was an Indian mountaineer. She is the first woman in the world to climb Mount Everest twice, and the first woman to successfully climb Mount Everest from Gyeongsangbuk face, one of the hardest face of the Himalayas. She climbed the peak first in May 1992 and then again in May 1993. She is Padma Shri awardee. Now children, part 2 is dealing with Maria Sharapova. She was born on April 19, 1987 in a Russian professional tennis. She was born in 1987 and she was a Russian professional tennis player, a United States resident since 1994. Then afterwards she was shifted to United States in 1994. Sharapova has competed on the WTA tour since 2001. She has been ranked world number 1 in singles by the WTA on 5 separate occasions for a total of 21 weeks. She is one of the 10 women and the only Russian to hold the career Grand Slam. She is also an Olympic medalist, having earned silver for Russia in women's singles at the 2012 Summer Olympics in London. Now the theme of the lesson, Reach for the Top, is children that both the life of Santosh Yadav and Maria Sharapova was based on hard work. Both extract reiterate the relevance of the age-old adage, where there is a will, there is a way. There is no substitute for hard work. If you want to gain success, definitely you can gain it if you are having this motto in your life, where there is a will, there is a way, and there is no substitute for hard work. Life is not a bed of roses, and we do get pricked by the thorns before we are able to cherish the softness of the petals and the fragrance of the flowers. Santosh was the sixth child born in a family of 5 sons in a small village. So Santosh was the sixth child born in the family of 5 sons in a small village. Jonia was in the Raebareli district of Haryana. Her parents were affluent landowners who could afford to send their children even to Delhi for their education. Being a girl, Santosh had to face a lot of problem in her life. She, however, decided to revolt and threatened that she would not enter into matrimony. So she straight away told her father that rather than marrying at a very early age, she would like to uh, children to end. She would like to have her career. The parents objected, then she shifted to Delhi, and there, by her own hard work, by doing tuition or something like that, she started paying for her own fees and she continued her studies. Well, she also warned their parent that she would earn her own money if required to pay her fees. Well, finally, her parents gave in. After her schooling, she joined the Maharani College for her higher studies. It was in the hostel at Aravali's Hill at Maharani College that she was introduced to the wonders of mountaineering. So when she was there in the hostel, children, from one of the window of her hostel, she saw that peoples are climbing to the mountain, and Aravali was a mountain situated in Jaipur. So she got interested and she enrolled at Uttarakashi's Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. She scaled the Mount Everest at the tender age of 20 years, becoming the youngest woman to complete the feat. Iron willpower, physical and mental endurance was what helped her. She was not just a mountaineer but a very sensitive and emotional person. In the 1992 Everest mission, she was successfully in providing care to a climber. She was also having a very helping attitude. One of the fellow climber who was nearly about to die, children, she shared her oxygen, though nobody liked to share her the oxygen because it is the one of the most important part, and the life of the person who is climbing depend upon that oxygen cylinder. She was also the part of the Indo-Nepalese woman expedition that scaled the Everest, and she became the first woman to scale the peaks of the Everest for the second time. When she unfurled the Indian flag, she says it was truly a spiritual moment for her as a true Indian. A very fervent environmentalist, Santosh taught all the mountaineers a lesson by bringing down 500 kgs of garbage from on top of the Himalayas. She was an epitome of great dedication and struggle. She proved to be an ultimate winner, a pride of the nation. And children, so her parents, her actually struggle start. The parents who were rich landowners, they could send her for education to, they were not sending her to for her education to Delhi for her higher education, and they sent her to the village school. Santosh decided to fight the system. When she turned 16, first of all, she refused to marry. Most of the girls in her village used to they were married at the age of 14. She warned her parents that she would never marry if she did not get a proper education. So she got admission in a school in Delhi. Her parents refused to pay her fees, but she told them that she would work part-time to earn money, and they agreed to pay her fees. Santosh passed the high school. She went to Jaipur to join Maharani College. She got a room in Kasturba Hotel in Maharani College only. It faced the Aravalli's hill. She used to see the village going up the hills and disappearing. One day she decided to check it herself. She found nobody except a few climbers. They encouraged her to take to climbing. Then there was no looking back. Santosh saved money. She enrolled herself to a course at Uttarakashi's Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. She went there directly from Jaipur. She wrote a letter to her father apologizing her taking admission in Uttarakashi. There, Santosh went on an expedition every year. She developed a remarkable resistance to cold and altitude. She had an iron will, physical and endurance, and mental toughness. Her effort started bearing fruits. In 1988, she had asked the Aravalli mountaineers if she could join them in 1992 because the year of her grand success. She conquered Mount Everest at barely 20 years of age. She thus became the youngest woman in the world to achieve it. She proved equally helpful to the fellow climbers. During the 1992 Everest mission, Santosh Yadav provided special care to a climber. Her lay during at the south call, she could not save him, but she managed to save another climber. Mohan Singh, he would have died if Santosh had not shared her oxygen with him. Within 20 months, Santosh was invited by Indianapolis Women's Expedition. She became its member. She then conquered the Everest a second time. She set a record as the only woman to have climbed the Everest twice. The Indian government recognized her achievement. She was honored with the Padam Shri. It is one of the nation's top honor. Santosh described her feeling when she was on the top of the world. She said it took some time for that moment to be understood. She unfurled the Indian tricolor. She can't describe the moment. It was a spiritual moment to see the Indian flag flying on the top of the world. She felt proud to be an Indian. As an environmentalist, Santosh brought down 500 kilograms of rubbish from the Himalayas. Now, so children, that's all. And now I'm going to read about Maria Sharapova. And again, a very hard work, dedicated in her work. She is one of the best tennis player of the world. This part again is about a Russian girl, Maria Sharapova, who reached the peak of women's tennis when she was barely 18. Poised beyond year, the Siberian-born teenagers took just 4 years as a professional to reach the pinnacle. At the age of 10, her father, Yuri, launched her on the path of success and stardom. She was away from her mother, which was very difficult for her. Being a small girl, she really needed her mother at that time. But for her career, she has to leave her mother also. She was staying in a hostel in USA, and which was very difficult for her, but it taught her the lesson that everything comes at a price. She faced a lot of problem during training from her co-trainers. The insult, humiliation did not suppress her, but motivated her to pursue her dream with even more determination. She won the Wimbledon in 2004 and secured the world #1 spot within a year. She says that hard work is her mantra for success. What kept her going despite all odds that she faced was the dream of becoming the world top player. The story of these two young women prove quite certainly that success follow those who dream and work towards achieving those dreams with focus and determination. So now I would like to continue this chapter, second part, that there is something at odds with Maria Sharapova with her smile and dress. And if you will, you must have looked her picture in TV and in children in magazine and the newspaper, and she always keep on smiling, and children, people admire her dresses. They lifted her on 22nd August 2005 to the world #1 position in women's tennis. It took 4 years for this Siberian-born teenager to achieve the top position. Maria climbs upward. It started 9 years before. She was not yet 10 when she was sent to train in America. That trip to Florida with her father, Yuri, put her on the line to success and stardom. but it meant a separation also of 2 years from her mother, Yelena. Yelena had to live in Siberia due to visa restrictions. Maria recalls that she felt lonely. She missed her mother greatly. Her father also could not see her mother. He earned as much as to keep her tennis training going because she was young. She used to tidy up the room and clean it. This made her determined and mentally tough. She also learned how to take care of herself. She never thought of quitting. She knew what she wanted. This toughness is still there in her. She bagged the ladies' single crown at Wimbledon in 2004. She became world's number one in 2005. Now, this made now Maria recalls that she felt lonely. She missed her mother greatly. Her father also could not see her mother and children. Maria climbed to upwards started 9 years before. She was not yet 10 when she was sent in a train in America. That trip to Florida with her father Yuri put her on the line to success and stardom. But it meant a separation also of 2 years from her mother, Yelena. Yelena had to live in Siberia due to visa restriction. Maria recalls that she felt lonely. She missed her mother greatly. Her father also could not see her mother. He earned as much as to keep her tennis training going because she was young. She used to tidy up the room and clean it. So a lot of work she had to do by herself when she was small, and because the mother was not there with her. And this made her more tough. This made her more determined and mentally tough. She also learned how to take care of herself, how to tidy her room, how to clean her clothes because she was living alone in the hostel. She never thought of quitting. She never knew what she wanted. This toughness is still there in her. She backed the ladies' single crowns at Wimbledon in 2004. She became world's number one in 2005. So her dream came true. And Maria's journey from Siberia to the top of women's tennis had touched the hearts of tennis fans. She looked straight and answered clearly. This tells that her sacrifices were worth it. She says that she works hard at what she does. This is her mantra for success. Maria speaks with an American accent. She shows her pride to be a Russian. She says that her blood is Russian, though the USA is a big part of her life. She will play the Olympics for Russia if they wanted her to play. Sharapova's hobbies are fashion, singing, and dancing. She loves reading the novels of Arthur Conan Doyle. She is fond of evening gown. She loves fashion. She loves eating also. Like her favorite is pancake with chocolate spread and orange drinks. Sharapova can't be put in a category. Her talent is desire to success and readiness of sacrifice have lifted her to the top of the world. She finds money as motivation. Tennis is a business and a sport, but the most important thing is to become number one in the world. This dream has kept her going. So, children, both Maria Sharapova, okay, they were number one just because of willpower, just because of their hard work. They have become number one in the world. So, children, now this question, what made Maria Sharapova became the world number one woman in women's tennis? What kind of woman is she? So, Maria Sharapova is a determined and mentally tough woman. She never thought of quitting tough. She faced depression. She came from nothing and had nothing. This made her hungry and determined. Due to this toughness, she bagged the ladies' singles crown at Wimbledon in 2004. In August 2005, she became the world's number one woman in women's tennis. As a woman, Maria has great self-confidence. She is very competitive and works very hard. She has no room for sentiment. She is patriotic to the core. She has Russian citizenship. She would play the Olympic for Russia. She has Russian blood in her. So, what is at odd with Maria Sharapova? What are her hobbies? How does she look at tennis as a sport? So Maria has a ready smile on her face. She dresses fashionably also. She loves reading the novels of Arthur Conan Doyle. I think his novels are very interesting. Even you try to read it, student. She is fond of wearing modern evening gowns. She loves pancakes with chocolate spread and orange drink. All these are at odds with her being the number one tennis player in the world in women's tennis. Maria is a talented woman. She has a great desire to succeed. For her, money is a motivation. Tennis is a business and is sports for her. But the most important thing is to become number one sportswoman in the world, and her dreams are coming true. Not only her dream, it was her father's dream also. Okay. Then when did Maria Sharapova go to United States for training? What happened to her parents? What made her determined and mentally tough? So, student, Maria Sharapova went to the United States for training when she had not yet celebrated her 10th birthday. Her father Yuri went with her. It was a heart-wrenching 2-year separation from her mother Yelena. Her mother could not go to the United States due to visa restriction. Maria felt lonely and homesick. She was so young, she used to sleep early, so other tennis people would wake her up to make up the room and clean it. So there was a lot of torture which she faced. This depressed her, but she learned how to take care of herself. She became more determined and mentally tough. This quality was behind her grand success. She became the number one tennis player of the world on 22 August 2005. Okay. Then how did Santosh become the first woman in the world to conquer Mount Everest twice? Santosh completed her education in Jaipur. She then took admission in Uttarakashi's Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. She went directly from Jaipur without going home. There Santosh went on an expedition every year. Her climbing matured rapidly. Also, she developed a remarkable resistance to cold and the altitude. She had an iron will, physical endurance, and great mental toughness. A chance came to her to climb Mount Everest in 1992. She conquered it. She became the youngest woman in the world to climb it. Within 12 months, she was also invited by the Indo-Nepalese Women's Expedition to join it. She then conquered the Everest a second time. She became the only woman of the world to have conquered Mount Everest twice. So children, with this, both of the lady, they become world famous. They were both very hard worker. Children, when we will dream something and work for our goal, definitely we will succeed. Nobody can stop us from reaching that height, reaching to the zenith. This was seen with these two ladies. The thing which I told about them proves clearly that these two ladies were the person with whom children, they were having iron willpower, they were lot of having dedication for their work, and finally they got success with this. I conclude my video here. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.